Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper. And in case I went live sooner than I thought, I was actually being very patient today. And I was watching to wait. I didn't say a thing. I just smiled kind of sillily or stupidly at the camera while I was waiting for Facebook to tell me that I am indeed live. So I'm hoping that everything works out today. And if you read the little description, you can see that I am feeling wonderful. And that is exactly true because it is Christmas season and I am listening to all the wonderful music. And thank you so much to everyone who shared their favorite songs because music makes you happy. Music can really affect your mood. So if you're feeling down, put some nice music on. That really helps. Light a few candles. And especially if the weather is crappy, crafting is honestly a balm for the soul. So that's what I'm here for today, to create with you and to share with you something really simple. And then we're going to decide who's going to get this card because I need nominations. It's Cheer Corner. And Cheer Corner is where I make a card and you guys can decide who I'm going to send it to. So nominate someone and I will send this card anywhere in the world, but make sure you tell me why you're nominating the person that you're nominating. So let me get started. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Man. Okay. There's still some snow left on my table. Wilma Dingstay sent me a nice little swap, and in that swap was some fake snow. We are going to be using the Scalloped Contours dies, and that is number 155560. Now, I have people watching me from all over the world, and maybe you guys don't know this, but Stampin' Up! Has rules. And because I'm a Canadian demonstrator and I'm also a demonstrator in the Netherlands, I can only sell in those two markets. So I get really sad when people from the States or Australia want to join me for a class and I have to say no. So I'm really sorry about that. So the links that I share are good for my Canadian store. And if you live in Europe, then I need you just to message me and I'll help you through the system. I just can't afford to pay for DBWS in two countries. So I choose to do it in Canada, but not in Holland. Anyway, this is what we're using today. We're using a very vanilla card base, and this is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4.25, or it's 14.85 centimeters by 21 centimeters scored at 10.5. And then with gold foil paper, I cut a complete card front because I wanted the whole thing. And then I ran it through the Stars at Night folder. And that folder, I do believe, is on sale right now. The folder and the dies. Okay, now isn't that beautiful? And I thought it would pair really well with this saying. And in my group, I have a Facebook group. It's free, the Pampered Stamper Favorite Finds. My favorite find today shared a card using this, and the lady that made that card used this die. And I thought, oh, that's cool. It fits in there really well. So I want to try that. So I cut the die out already in very vanilla, but isn't it pretty the way it stitches and scallops at the same time? So what we're going to do is I have to find a block. I should have had this ready, but I don't have it ready. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm grabbing two blocks that are exactly the same. We might fit on a smaller block, but I am using, let's see, which one is this? It is called block E, okay? And I might stand up for this to get it just perfect. Now, before I do anything else, when you're going to emboss, we are going to emboss in gold. You need to use your embossing buddy and just give it a rub. It's just a little fabricy thing filled with cornstarch, I think. You could make your own if you really wanted to, but they're not that expensive. And now we're going to get our Versamark. And Versamark is a sticky ink. It's a watermark ink too, so if you stamp on cardstock, you'll just get tone on tone. But it also provides a sticky background for our embossing powder to stick to. So make sure, little tip of the day for your Versamark pad, it will, when you first get a Versamark pad, it doesn't look anything like this. It's kind of like a beautiful vanilla color. It will start getting grungy because everything sticks to it. Don't worry, it works fine. But make sure you refill it every once in a while. Okay, now I'm going to stand up. You guys are just going to see my sweater. But I want to rise to the occasion and make sure I'm square on here. And then give it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second press. And then lift it straight up. And then we're going to get, this is a really cool little tool. It comes like this. It's called an embossing additions kit, and it comes with the sturdiest tweezers I have ever seen. I think these things will outlive me. I'm going to have to put them in my will. So far, Anna's going to be the one that gets it because she has proven so far to be the craftiest of my grandchildren. Now, I'm going to take some gold embossing powder. And our embossing powders come in sets. So this one comes with the metallics. It comes with gold, silver, and copper. Now, I'm going to just pour it on and then tap it off. And then you'll see there's still a few little bits of embossing powder. So I'm just going to turn it upside down and give it a good hard flick. Oh, and you know what? It almost took too much off. See how it's not really well covered? That's my hint that I should be re-inking my Versamark. Oh, look at this. I almost started. I've got a round block that I got from a friend, a stamp. I'm going to add a little bit more and see if it works. But this is not the best way to do it. So now, because the embossing powder is on here, I don't want these little things, but I also don't want to do a hard flick. I'm just going to use the brush and get rid of those little pieces. And after this video, I'm going to re-ink my Versamark pad. So you know what? I should take the time. I should do it. I'm being lazy. I am truly a lazy stamper, but that can get you into trouble. So I'm going to pour it back in. So I'm just going to take this out there and put the lid on, because if it goes flying, oh, what a mess that will be. Not fun at all. Put it well out of the way. And now we're going to get our embossing gun. Here it is. I have to plug it in yet. And that is basically a hairdryer on steroids. A hairdryer will not work to do your embossing. And don't use an embossing gun on your hair. It will fry it. Okay, so now we're just going to hold it in one place. And now it takes a little while to warm up. And once it warms up, you'll see the color changing. I'm going to hold it really close. It's really magical. Nothing's happening yet. There it goes. See it starting to change? I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it. So it changes from a dark powder to the shiny gold. And then once it's done, you just keep moving up. And I'll hold it in different ways so that you can see the shine. It's already starting to get dark here in the Netherlands. Okay, I think that looks good. Yeah. So what I do when I'm embossing, I'll hold it towards the light and I'll angle it this way and that to make sure there's no dark spots. And when you see it all shimmery and shiny, you know it's good. Because if you still see a little bit of dark spots, that means it's still powdery. And if you touch it with your fingers, it will, it'll brush off, and then it's not pretty anymore. So I don't have any comments yet. Is nobody watching yet? That doesn't matter. You guys can catch up with me later. I know that it's a busy time of year. Okay, so now we're going to take this gold piece and we're going to put some liquid adhesive on the back of it. So this gold piece measures 14.85 centimeters by 10.5 or 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay. And you know what? You could, if you wanted to, and that actually would have been a great idea, but I didn't think of it till now. You could have popped this out. I could have cut this out and then I could have used this on another card, because this would have covered up that opening. And now I've just wasted that whole piece behind here. Okay. And I'm not sure if I just want to add a bow there or if I want to tie the bow across this piece. And I think I want to tie it across like this. So this is a sparkly navy and gold dotted ribbon. And it's kind of stiff. And when I deal with stiff ribbon, I don't usually like to tie bows because the bow just looks stiff. But so I like to tie it in a knot. And you can tie a little bit tight. You can see how my paper, my cardstock is curling a little bit. That's okay. because then when I tie it, it'll flatten out again. Cardstock is strong. And now we're going to trim it down and slide it just a little bit. Let's see, scissors. So this is just a really simple card. When you are dealing with beautiful elements, so then you just have to kind of force it down. Now I'm going to show you another trick. See how my ribbon is flopping up? I don't like that. I really don't. But before we do anything else, we're going to take this, turn it around, and grab some dimensionals. Now I have another confession to make. I have started a sheet of dimensionals, but I don't know where they are. So I just grabbed another one. A package comes with 3. Eventually all my chicks will come home to roost. I just didn't want to waste time looking for it. That's bad, but that's the way I am. Then I'll be happily surprised when I find the missing dimensionals. So I've got 5 here. I'm just going to take off the backings. It is raining here. So if you guys are watching, I always love to get the weather report. When I was out and about this morning, it was 4 degrees. There we go. But see how beautiful this looks? The gold in the background and then the gold. It's just beautiful. Okay, so now I am going to take my glue dots. Now, glue dots are an essential. I remember when the first time I was in the Netherlands, I ran out of glue dots and I couldn't find them anywhere. And that's when I decided to become a demonstrator in the Netherlands as well, because Stampin' Up! Has glue dots. Now I'm looking for my pokey tool, and it's missing. So if you can't find your pokey tool, you can use the end of your scissors and just lift up that glue dot, because you don't want glue dots on your fingers, okay? And I'm just going to put it underneath that ribbon, and now it's staying down. How cool is that? One glue dot to the rescue. And that's it. That's so nice. And then in the inside, I could take, look, I thought I did it in navy too, but I have some of these. Tomorrow I'm going to use these dies, but look, I could put that just in the inside here. Or I could, I right away did a whole black load of them. I already used a black one, which I will show you in a minute. And then I also did it in crumb cake. Look, that looks pretty too. Crumb cake on vanilla is very, very beautiful. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll stamp something in the inside. And then I get to go to a birthday party. My nephew is turning 70. You see, my mom and my dad were both late bloomers. My mom was 26 when she got married, and my dad was 31. So I have cousins who are a full 20 years older than me. And or close thereabouts, 18, something like that. And that's kind of cool, because that's, yeah, it's just amazing what happens when, and then of course I was born, there's 8 years between me and my sister, because mom had 3 miscarriages and a dead child in between. So yeah, that's what happens. Okay, let's take a look. There isn't a Merry Christmas in here, because I don't know if I want to, it says he shall be called. Yeah, I would just want to do, I wouldn't want to put another text in the inside. I would want to just put Merry Christmas. No, I don't know if I have one laying right here. I have this one, Winter Greetings, and I have this one, Here's to a Season Full of Wonder and Cheer. I still have to use this set. You know, when you look at the set here, it doesn't look that great, but if you look inside at the, there's a mountain and there's a tree, there's some trees, and I have some great memories of skiing, because I overcame some serious fear in learning how to ski. So let's use that one. And then I have some letters to put in the mail, and I have to grab a card for my cousin and get him some amaryllis from the greenhouse. That's so nice. And then I'm piecing out. I need to find a block. So with a photopolymer block, you just want to lay it down and then pick it up. And I'm just going to use black, because that's all I have on my desk. And I've got memento. Now, sometimes when a block, this is a brand new stamp, it might not stamp very well. We're going to find out. Let's open it up. Yeah, it's not perfect, but they can read it. It's good enough. Perfectly imperfect, remember? So, what do you think of my card? And please nominate someone because remember, together we can change the world one card at a time. And you also mean so much to me because the things you do really make a difference, not only in my business, but also personally. Words of affirmation are my love language. So when you guys comment, it's just really, really nice. I feel the love. So thank you to the people who have given me a review on Google because I'm told that that really, really, really makes a difference. So if you need a link or if you need help in knowing how to do that, please message me and I will send you the link. And then all you need to do is click on write a review. And that's the best Christmas present you can give me. So thank you so much. Don't forget to nominate someone for Cheer Corner. And I'm just going to take a quick look to see if anybody said anything. Oh, yes, Betty, you're here. Wonderful. Hi, Karen. Hello, Lucy. Yeah, I know the the replay will be much better. The internet just sucks here, even though I'm plugged directly in. And apparently, along the road, there is, they call it glasvezel. I forget what it's really called, but what's that really fast internet? Fiber optics. I don't know how much it would cost to bring it like 200 yards from the road to our house, but it might be worth looking into. Oof. Anyway, it's the best I can do. And if live doesn't work, if you guys really say, you know what, this is awful, let me know. But apparently the replay is always good. So, anyway, thank you for being here.